I swear I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing. I promise. I do. I even reminded myself mentally. I was like, okay, so you move the scene to the next scene, and then you also unmute yourself. And then I moved the scene to the next scene, and then I didn't unmute myself. Whatever. Sounds like we got a couple of people who are going to be sort of passively in chat. That's totally all right. Look forward to you guys hanging out when you can, while you can. Although, Potato, I'm really interested in what kind of D&D character you're making. Because that sounds like a lot of fun and a great way to spend a Wednesday night. Linear algebra sounds like a less great way to spend your night, at least with my experience of linear algebra. I'm also checking some things online, and it looks like there are a more than usual number of folks reporting problems with Twitch, so I'm gonna just hold steady here for a bit to make sure that the stream is nice and stable. You're making a human rogue, but with the far traveler background from Sword of the Coast. So you're making an entire new culture civilization first. Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. You can't make a good character until you create literally everything about the civilization before you can create your character. Duh. Everyone knows that. And I have certainly never done that myself. Although honestly, that sounds like a lot of fun. A rogue with a far traveler. That's super cool. something halfling with a lightsaber. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Just rewrite an entire class so that someone can be Lucadin Skywalker. That's never happened before in any of my games. Or in any of your games, for that matter, Potato. Here's the thing, you always say yes to your players. You never say no. As a dungeon master, that's how I roll. So if you say, hey, can I be a Jedi? I'm gonna be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's figure out how to make this balanced. But then I'm not going to put in enough work to actually make it balanced, and so I'm going to hand you a half-written sheet of rules, and we're just going to go with that and make a story. And we just got to be okay with that. I fully subscribe to D&D as improv, so it's always yes and, make your partner look good, all that good stuff. Yeah, balanced ... with several asterisks is... Give it just a couple more minutes. Let other stragglers roll in. So, I know Smartest is prepping for a test. I just took a test today. The ETS field exam, which is supposed to be this common metric to judge how well a physics program is doing when it educates its students. So the whole shtick is that every physics major, when they graduate, takes this exam, and we are told explicitly not to study for it. And it's just kind of comprehensively cover what you should have covered in an undergraduate physics program. And boy, oh boy, I am pretty darn sure that about a full third of those questions I got just plain wrong. Because it's all this very specific information from all of these various different courses, where in any sort of real world situation, I'm gonna look it up, like either in my notes or in a textbook or online or wherever. So I'm not gonna know exactly how to apply this one specific thing just off the top of my head, especially when you're gonna bounce around between the very varied aspects of physics, from ideal gases to quantum mechanics. Like, There's so much there. There definitely, though, I saw my knowledge biases. Um, yeah, I mean, yes. So the test should have some sort of a high ceiling, and go deep into a couple of different areas. And I saw my own knowledge biases because the couple of questions on circuitry and circuit elements and circuit analysis, I just like knocked those out 10 seconds each. And then I kind of knew where to go with a lot of the other stuff. But then there were some things where it was just like, this is, you're asking me a question about astronomical features, and I have never taken an astronomy course because you don't need to for the... Oh, Larry Hoft is John. I was trying to figure out who you were. You made a presentation about the forbidden color known as magenta recently. Relies partly on the physics of visible light spectrum. Oh, that's really interesting. What did you say? I'm really curious. What you were talking about. There were some things in this test about light diffraction and absorption that I also just... I could eliminate a couple of answers, but I couldn't find the right one. So it's like, I know some things. Also, I would be a little bit suspect as a department relying heavily on this year's test to be a good indication of how well they're teaching, because none of us are mentally in the best space to be taking this kind of test. Like, we're all just worried about where our next meal is coming from, essentially. So probably this data set for the college is going to be an outlier on the lower end, but they should expect that, I think. So physics says should be green, but our brain tells us specifically not green. It relies on anatomy and biology as well as physics. Oh, that's really interesting. I would love to know more about that at some point. Huh. I know very little about biology and how our eyes actually interact with color. But that's really cool. Yeah, that'd be really neat. Actually, I would love to. I would love to do that. And actually, speaking of that, I have to make a presentation because my friend group has decided that this weekend we're gonna do sort of a Zoom meeting with our friends where you just take 10 minutes to present about a topic that you really like, with or without alcohol, as you are comfortable and have access. So that is going to be really cool. I just need to sit down and actually make those slides and make that presentation. I keep forgetting about it. Anywho, that's not what this stream is supposed to be about. So we should probably jump into the game a little bit. And this time, sound. Look at that. He's a professional. Okay. So last time we got nothing accomplished. Is the long and short of that. We played through the Isle of the Damned. Generally, it went okay, better than the previous time. Still not great. Then we went to the Battle of Elensefar, where we got wrecked. Presentation roulette. Ooh, same concept, but everyone presents someone else's slideshow. Yeah, that could be neat. I've also seen some things where, like, you have some sort of a sales pitch that you have to give, but you don't know what are on the slides behind you until you hit the next button. So it's same sort of idea, but specifically more like you're trying to sell a product, and you're given like a keyword and that's it. Sort of this improv comedy style thing that can be really fun. Anyway, so we got wrecked at the Battle of Elensefar. Not quite as badly this time. There were a couple of moments where we were closer to just sort of... We defended against the first wave of orcs, and I think if a couple of things had gone slightly differently, we would have defended against the wave of undead, and then we could have actually pushed back in and taken over the city and made our way through that scenario, but we didn't. So, in the spirit of this adjusted Iron Man stream, we have to start back at where we started last stream, which is the Isle of the Damned. We're going to try and make that go a little bit better for us this time. And I think I'm going to take this opportunity to talk a little bit more about this game, because I don't know that I did that super well the first time. We're going to skip through the dialogue because, frankly, we've seen it before. We've seen it a number of times. Okay. So if I was introducing this game for the first time, there's a couple of things you need to know about this. This is a battle game. You have units that fight your opponent's units. Those units are arrayed on a hex grid, and that controls how you move. The hex grid is one of the sort of defining features of this game that makes it different from a lot of other things. As opposed to a square grid, you have more varied ways of cornering units or shielding them, and I find that really interesting. So with that, you can generally recruit and recall units. So the first time you hire a unit, you recruit them, and then if they survive through a scenario and you're playing a campaign, in the next scenario, you can recall them, and they will have gained skills or gained experience, and that allows you to progress your army. Units cost gold initially, and then they also have an upkeep cost associated with them. So that is how much gold it costs every turn to pay your soldiers. Some soldiers are loyal. They have the little gold bar below their green orb. Those cost you no upkeep. Other units, I think it's 1 gold per turn per level 1 unit, and 2 gold per turn per level 2 unit, and 3 gold per turn per level 3 unit, and so on and so forth. So there's a little bit of resource management that goes on to this. You gain gold by capturing what are called villages. And these are these little houses or huts that dot the map. So that's sort of the resources in the background of getting your army. Then fighting, every unit has attacks. In this case, this outlaw is a level 2 unit that has an 8x2 Morning Star and a 6x3 Sling. And what that means is when they attack an opponent, they have the chance of doing 8 damage twice. So they have 2 whacks with their mace, with their Morning Star. And if they hit, they will do 8 damage per hit. The Sling they have 3 attacks with, and they do 6 damage per hit. There's melee and ranged. Those are the 2 categories of attacks. When you attack, you will alternate with the defending character. So if this, for instance, just as an example, if this outlaw melee attacked this merman fighter, who has a 6-3 melee trident, I would attack first. The outlaw would attack first because that is the attacking character. So we would have 1 attack with the Morning Star, and then a counterattack with the trident, then the second attack with the Morning Star, and then 2 more counterattacks with the trident. And that's how combat works. Every attack has a percentage chance to hit, which is calculated based on the terrain the defending character is standing on. So that's what this percentage sign is on as I try to move my unit around. So this outlaw has a 70% defense while in forest or on a village, which means that all attacks, most attacks, will have a 30% chance to hit. If I was in the swamp, I only have a 40% defense, which means that most attacks will have a 60% chance to hit. You got the idea. There are a couple of exceptions to that. If an attack has the ability Marksman, that means that they have a minimum of 60% chance to hit. And if the attack is a arcane attack, it will always have a 70% chance to hit. Because magic. There might be a couple of other ones that I'm forgetting, but that's the basics. And I think that's all I want to explain right now. We've certainly been through the gauntlet before, and so we know a little bit more tactical information than that, but that's a good primer if this is your first time coming into the stream. Although I think tonight we are a little bit short on folks, which is just fine. So let's get down to business here. We're going to do a couple of things. We're going to be, again, a little bit more defensive, which is just sort of how we're going to operate for a while. But beyond that, we are going to really funnel experience to thugs to try and have... I'm going to go for 2 level 2s for the next scenario, which means... And so what I mean by changing tactics a little bit is I have been playing thus far by making the best tactical decision on a turn-by-turn basis. I'm going to try and spend a little bit more time making slightly suboptimal turn-by-turn choices in order to maximize experience to individual characters. We'll see if that pans out for us or not, to kind of more quickly gain some level 2s. So that's the goal. We are also definitely going to be recalling our... So we have a couple of units to recall. Hey, David. Floorman, welcome. So we definitely have a couple of units to recall. Homemade chicken enchiladas. Ooh, yummy. A couple of nights ago, I made homemade beef enchiladas, so I know exactly what that's like. Very good, very good, very good. All right, we need to recall Gwynley because he's got a Storm Trident, which is super useful. Then we're going to go ahead and grab another footpad and another thug, which is perfect for the amount of gold we have, which was not at all planned. And we're going to call it there. Floorman, I think you entered just after I finished explaining the sort of different strategic approach I'm going to take this time. We're going to spend more time, instead of making the most optimal turn-by-turn strategic choice, we're going to spend more time maximizing experience to individual units to try and more quickly level up. And I just realized that I moved that thug suboptimally because we should have gained that. We also know that it's so we know a couple of things about these 3 temples. Inside of one of them is a white mage that has a holy sword, which is awesome. Inside another one is 4 walking corpses and a revenant, which is a level 2 undead. Not great. And the other one is empty. And it's random. I thought it wasn't, but it's random which temple has which set of units. So we're going to be very careful as we go up to those. We already have our first opponent. Vampire bats, which I don't think we saw a whole lot of the first couple of times we played through this scenario. So there are parts of this game that are random every time, and then the map layout is exactly the same every time. We're moving our merfolk. Yeah, a little bit of Russian roulette. We get to play a little bit of Russian roulette. We're going to move our merfolk down, capture these 3 villages, deal with a couple of undead, and then try and cut off reinforcements. It's the basic strategy there. At some point here, I'm going to try and recall our Mermaid Initiate, because the water spray is a magical attack, which will be good against undead. And that gives us just a little bit more leeway down south, so that we can more fully commit our ground units to the north The reason we want to kill both enemies, despite the fact that the mission objectives are simply to survive, is that we don't get to keep the white mage unless we kill both lich leaders. And the liches, as we discovered last time, are level 3 units, which is challenging, to say in the least. And we have shadows now, too. Joy upon joy. Wonderful. Actually, shadows are really bad. Wow. And they're really bad because I have a bunch of thugs. If we get the initiate to level 2, should we consider bringing them to Elensefar? The short answer is no. Not initially. Magic is good and all, but the tactical detriment of having merfolk on land is just so bad that if we can at all avoid it, I think we should. And I think we have enough veteran units from the Bay of Pearls that we shouldn't need to dip into merfolk for a while. Especially, it'll depend a little bit on how well we accomplish this scenario and getting experience to thugs, but I think we should be able to avoid that. Also, the initiate would need to gain 40 experience, so would need to solo kill 5 different units, which I don't think is likely to happen at this point. Shadows are bad, or ghosts, not shadows, sorry. Ghosts level up into shadows, which is why I'm calling them that. Ghosts are bad because their touch attack drains, just like the bats are bad for the exact same reason. And we have a bunch of units that only have melee attacks. So we're going to need to pivot a little bit to grabbing more footpads so that we can even try to do anything about this. 7 HP, 37% chance of death, which means it's probably not going to die, but it is going to lower its health and not gain health. So let's do that. 5. What is it now? 56% chance of death. Okay, so I should have thought about this a little bit more. So what we're going to do is prioritize units with the intelligent trait because they take less experience points to level up. So we're going to actually really sort through this. So this guy is intelligent, so he's going to try and take the kill here. And he did. Okay, so that's the kind of thing that I need to be thinking about, and I haven't been before. And then we might as well send him down to heal while we're not under threat. We're going to grab another footpad. Send our merfolk down south. So this is the plan, is we're going to send him there, we send him there, and we're going to send him there. But we're probably not going to do this all in one go. We'll do it turn by turn for that last one there. Otherwise, doing pretty good. And there's our skeleton boys, which is why we have these. Are either of my footpads intelligent? Okay, so he's intelligent. They're both intelligent, so that's good. We want them to get some experience. I also want to try and... Feeling that gin now? Oh, I didn't realize you'd been drinking. Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Maybe at my bio break, I will grab a drink too. Okay, so we want to avoid him being able to take an attack this turn. But we also want to be able to see where folks are. So this is sort of a good scouting location. I'm going to go ahead and move... this footpad here. We want to take this opportunity to heal while we can any unit that has been injured. and prep, because next turn is going to be a turn where we attack, I think. Or it might be one more turn. We'll see what happens here. Hello, John. I believe I welcomed you a while ago. Yeah, I would also be curious about the story behind Larry Hoft. Larry Hoft? I think that's an L. It's not capitalized, so it's hard to tell. And let's go for another thug here. Thug here? Thug here. Ah, I see. I didn't realize. Alright, cool. Ah! Okay, so this is, I think, the third time we've had a chocobone. It's almost day. So we want to position ourselves outside of his range. That's... So if I want to set a label, I can just say watery boy, and it just labels it. And then I can clear label, and it goes away. Hey! Congrats, Larry Hoft! Nice! I'm so happy for you. That's super cool. So pretty soon we're gonna have to start referring to you as Professor Swatsky. Is that right? That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Also, you're a heckin' nerd. Yeah, you are though. You're definitely a nerd. I have to. I mean, I don't know how else to tell you. All right. So what I'm doing with the chocobone. Oh, this might not have been a great idea. So what's going to happen if I had been thinking about this a little bit better? The chocobone's going to go take that village. At which point, we have to chase him down. I was wanting to wait until it's day so that our lawful units get a bonus, but we're going to have to chase him down to the village. Balls. Okay. So then I'm going to move you over here to make that process just a little bit easier. So we're going to end up wasting next turn, I think, which is unfortunate. All right. So we are here. And we actually can't hit very many folks. So we're going to play defensively and just retreat back until they move forward and expose themselves a little bit better. Although we can get 3 of our guys on him, so we're gonna go ahead and take him out. Or try to take him out, rather. It's the best way to do this. Okay. Quick and strong, resilient and intelligent, quick and strong. So it doesn't matter between the 2 of these who hits first. They're gonna get hurt back. That's just how it is. Enemy unit sighted. Which one? Who did we... Oh, there's a ghost down here. So with that knowledge, we'll attack from the center first. 13. It's not quite where I want it in terms of probability. And the difference here is the 7-4 versus the 6-4 is actually a really substantial difference. So to try and counter that a little bit... No, there's not a whole lot I can do there. So this experience might not go to who we want it to. I think we're okay with that. We can try it. We're going to try it. So we need to hit 3 times. Hey! We got everyone in chat. All right, listen, y'all. You're half an hour late. I don't know what to tell you. I went through this whole introduction, reintroducing this game from base principles to an audience of like 2. And it was the 2 people who, well, it was the smartest and Potato, who both maybe don't need a full ground up explanation of this game. And then you all roll in half-past. Like, what's going on here? Also, I did forget to mention this at the beginning, so I'm glad that I'm taking this time to now. This is the Bad Beats stream. We all already know this. However, it would be great if, when we surround an enemy with 4 guys that all have 4 attacks, that all have a 60% chance to hit, and then they all miss all of their attacks, if you clip that on Twitch so that we can look fondly back at these awful moments when they happen. What is this game? What's this about? Listen. Befuddled magician. You certainly seem befuddled right now. Luckily, the good news is I regularly upload these videos to my YouTube channel. So if you wanted to check out the first, I don't know, 10 minutes of the stream where I went over all of this and how this game works, it'll be up on YouTube in the next couple of days. And the VOD is already started on Twitch, so you can just go watch that. Anywho, so clip times where we get just extraordinarily bad luck, where like the 2.7% chance happens, and then at some point in the future we can make a montage of all of the bad times. You were making a paper airplane for English class. Well, okay, in that case I can excuse your tardiness. If it happens again, though, gonna have to dock your grade 5%. Alright, we're gonna try this. I don't think it's gonna work. Hey, it worked! Okay, we took some hits back. We can't literally die this turn, but I would like to keep him a little bit healthier. So I am gonna go ahead and do this. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. There are more units over here. That's not great for a 70%er, but okay. There are a couple of ghosty boys down here. What seems inordinately risky coming down south here? There's only the 2, so it's not inordinately risky. It's maybe not the smartest idea. We're in a forest, so that's a 50% terrain tile and a 70% terrain tile, respectively. Man, John just reintroducing himself 3 times this stream. Okay, so it's not inordinately risky. I haven't seen any other units. We've got 2, we'll have a 3rd. I can drop him down if I need to, or I can drop them back up. We are split sort of in 3, so I'm going to try and coalesce back to a more central force pretty soon here and not overextend myself. But we also got to get the beats in when we can. As it stands, I think I'm going to take a turn off from recruiting so that we can recall that initiate. and get them going down south. I think our ground forces are good, just spread out in terms of numbers. Yeah, okay. That was a rough turn for us, not gonna lie. So you need to retreat. But first, let's get you a kill here. Is that wise? I think it is wise. It's not the best from a terrain perspective. Oh, it's not. It's actually not wise. It's not wise. We're gonna not do that. Because it's gonna end up getting us hurt, and then we've got too many folks that are just gonna surround and kill us. But we can come in here. That was nice. And we can go ahead and try for this. No, not quite. Okay. So a lot of them are very hurt. I don't know how... I don't think we can capitalize on it as much as I would like to, though, which is unfortunate. We know there's a chocobone there. I'm just gonna have to scout it out a little bit, which is unfortunate. Yep. Yep, there he is. What's his movement like? Back it out. Sort of try and trigger him over here. Yeah, we need him to go left so we can kill him in the daylight. Alright, tactically we have to retreat with our outlaw because he's too hurt. Unless we can kill both the skeleton, the walking corpse, all three of the skeleton, the walking corpse, and the ghost. Where's Tate disappointing us like always? Yeah, it's not quite as fun to it's not quite as fun to make fun of him if he's not here. Someone go text him. Get him on here. There's just not a whole lot we can do against this. On the flip side, there's not a whole lot he can do. He's kind of pushed in there. Okay, let's walk through this a little bit here. So if we attack here, 91% chance of that unit dying, which I like. Realistically, we're probably at 15 health at the end of that. 15 or above. Bring Conrad out? No, I don't think so. First of all, we're not going to recruit two. We're going to recall the Mermaid Initiate to try and get some more magic in the sea. And we gain gold fast enough that I don't think it's time to bring Conrad out. He needs to stay and recruit. So we can do that. Sorry, I was doing some math. So we can kill him and we end up at 15 or above health. So let's say we're at 15. This is a 6-2, which is actually a 6-2. So that could be 12 points of damage. And then you've got 5-3, which is another 15 points of damage. That's 27. That's too much. Probably not all of them are going to hit, but probably enough that we would lose this unit. and we're not quite close enough to level him up. That makes sense. That's the problem with putting him on sand. He's gonna actually get hit a lot. Oh, the initiate. Its impact. It's a magical impact. It's not arcane. But yeah, okay. That's good to know. I didn't actually know that, but it is still impact, so that is still good. It also gives us a lawful unit to take better advantage of the day. Oh, we lost camera for a second. Let me see if I can fix that. All right, we're back. That's a good point. I did misremember that, and I could have just literally checked, and I didn't. But here we are. It's still fine. All right, Larry, take it easy. Have a good night, friend. So I think what we have concluded is that making this attack and keeping folks around here is just a bad idea. Making this attack, however, not as bad of an idea. We don't funnel the experience to the place we want it to. So maybe we're just going to straight retreat here. Keep the good terrain bonuses and reconvene up north. That seems fine, honestly. It's much more defensive. It protects our weakest units and our units that we want to gain experience. Although both ghosts can hit our thug. But it's during the day, so the ghosts can do a maximum of 6 damage each. 12 damage, we have 20 health. That's not terrible, and then we're in a position where we can surround and kill the ghosts. I'm liking how this is going. Keep Conrad here. Stay there, out of his range. We can jump one closer. One closer. Yeah. So we may lose Gnaba, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to take. Because it's an 8-2, but it's a charge, so that's a 16-2, which is 32. Alright, he's going to live. He's just going to be really, really hurt. Alright, I'm happy with this. Man, he ran away. I was really hoping to bait the Chocobone. This has ended up a little bit suboptimally for our next several moves here. We're going to do the old shuffly shuffle. David, I'm glad you have more gin and more enchiladas. That sounds wonderful. Ugh. Yuck. Our zone of control means that we're in a decent enough spot here. Desmartus is right. We encourage good social distancing here, and that does not sound like good social distancing. All right, we're gonna do this to keep zone of control from. Well, okay. He's hurt enough that that's not a big issue. Oh man. It's hard knowing what I want with these shadows, or these ghosts hanging around. We've got 3 foot pads, 4 thugs. I think we want to be a little bit thug heavy. We'll give another thug here. There was a small child outside my window? Well. Oh, yelling. Okay, you can hear them. Yeah, so I've got my windows open to get some fresh air because it's finally warm enough in Minnesota where we can have fresh air inside. But if that's a problem, I can definitely close my windows. This is just messy. So I don't know which direction he's going next. Maybe north? Hedge north? We'll hedge north. We have to leave him here to maintain our zone of control to keep this ghost from getting in. So I think we're done for the turn. Alright, we hedged north, and that was the correct choice. Unfortunately, he's sticking to land, which is not necessarily ideal for us. Alright, getting to nighttime. This is extending a little bit far, but we gain some experience and take out a fighter. So we're going to do that. Going to do that. Going to do that. Going to get in here. Just miss all of the shots. We gain nothing by moving him back, so we'll leave him where he is and attack. Or do we move him around here and attack? Let's sort of try and concentrate over here. No, we're just gonna not hit at all, apparently. Okay. There's such a spread of possible outcomes here. Probably ends up with 10 or 11 hit points. In all situations, we damage him. Who else is nearby? There's not a whole lot of... Yeah, that's fine. There's not a whole lot of other enemies nearby, so we can kind of overextend ourselves a little bit. Yeah, 11. That's what we expected. We're down to 13. That's fine. We're going to stay there and heal. Move the initiate down south. Go for another thug because I think we're going to lose 1 or 2 here. So now the issue is we need him to get off and into the water. We might just have to sort of bait him around a little bit. and stay just outside of his range. Especially as it's getting into the night and we're going to lose our bonuses. Do we ever go poacher, or are they just bad? They are just bad, as Desmartus just pointed out. They do piercing and slashing damage, which is not terrible against literally just the adepts, but that's it. In every single other opponent we're fighting right now, it's just bad. Not always. Just on this, it's not the map, it's the opponents that we're facing that causes them to be bad. So we can take a look at them. They have a 4/4 bow and a 3/2 dagger, which is fine. It's a little weaker than an Elvish Archer, but they cost less than an Elvish Archer. And the... Well, we don't know what the second level is, but it's pretty decent. Again, it's a sort of versatile unit, but not good in this case, so we're not going to waste our time there. Yeah, always willing to explain. Please ask questions. We're going to get stomped a little bit on this turn, I think. 3/3. Okay. We're going to gamble that he can survive. Although he likely can't. He could run. So, before I end my turn, let me explain my thought process here. He could run, and we would be... we would ensure that he survives. However, so it's a 3/3 attack that I'm expecting. Oh, maybe he 4/3s us. He's got a 4/3 touch attack. 4 hit points. Yeah, okay, we're going to run. Yep. No, that makes sense. What I was thinking was, if the ghost uses their whale attack, then we have a 60% defense on this. We would likely get hit once. If we get lucky and we don't get hit twice, then we heal and we're up to 9 hit points, which allows us to actually do something the following turn and ensures it gives our long-term survival percentage chances go up in that case. But given that he only needs to hit once with a touch attack, it becomes less good to stay there. So we're going to move away. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's less fine, but I'll survive. I didn't see that as a possibility. Interesting. Okay. Alright, we're going to try and get rid of this Dark Adept. Maybe. Oh, man. Good. I want to get rid of this Dark Adept because 12 by 2 is just not good at night, so we're going to have to cut him out of the equation. Ah! No! That's not good. Alright, more than likely we are going to hurt him, not heal him, so... Good enough. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no way of getting him... Well, we can put him there, and then he survives. But the problem is, if we do that, both of these shadows gang up on our footpad, and we probably lose a footpad. So I actually want to try and bait him a little bit. Not by attacking. No, that would be dumb. Just by standing. So we're going to stand there. And we're going to go for another footpad. Alright, so he did exactly what I expected him to. He went for the house. We're going to try and not attack him until daytime. At which point we will gang up on him with Gwimli and with our initiate, because they will actually be able to do some damage. But that means that we need to get out of range a little bit. Pushing for keeps. Yeah, at some point. We have another 13 turns. And so I'm content to wait a little bit. It takes us 11 to get from here down there. It is pretty soon that we need to start pushing for keeps. And we do also need the mage. So we can't play this super defensively for too much longer. But we can afford to wait a little bit. Probably when it turns to day again is when we will have to push. Okay, distractions worked as intended. We lost one unit that I didn't want to lose, the one we had been funneling experience towards, but we kept this one alive, which is nothing. We also want to avoid letting them level up, which this one's close to doing here. If we get a kill with this footpad, he levels up. So let's see if we can arrange that. Coin flip whether he dies or not, which of course means he won't, which means that now he also won't. Damn it. Ah! That's much better. Alright, we try for this. Wow, this is not going to go well. Yeah. Mother trucker. Buds, please. And this is the problem with draining attacks. We end up in a situation like this where we hit him more than enough times to kill him, but because he hit us back and drained before we hit him, he's still alive. And we don't have enough gold. Alright, I know where he's going. He's going to go and take that house. Oh, that would be fun, but I don't think that makes tactical sense. Yeah. Desmartus is exactly right. I want to stop a level up first. That's way more important. Alright, see ya. Have fun studying. What are we doing here? Bye, Desmartest. So that's safe? Yeah. Which means that's safe. Okay. Oh boy, we might just scrub this and start right back at the beginning of this mission. We'll see. Oh, yikes. All of our funneling is for naught. the units we tried to funnel to did not. Yeah, this didn't work. I'm gonna call it and start over right here. Because at this point, we've lost any experience. We don't have enough turns. Starting over. Ugh! Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So what happened was they recruited more ghosts than I had expected and more vampire bats than I had expected, both of whom have drain attacks, drain melee attacks, which makes our thugs' impact attacks not great. So we need to make sure that we, in addition to thugs, we also have enough foot pads to have ranged attacks back. That's what I'm seeing here. Outlaws are fine against ghosts. The sling is a decent enough attack against their whale. Thug and thug. And we'll get Gwimli next turn. There's your hint to check the temples. But we have to get out of here first. I totally have already made a mistake, but that's okay. So now we get Gwimli. And we grab another thug for a third thug. Get this house. Call it a day. I desperately want to push straight to the temples, but I know it's a bad idea because we would just get overwhelmed and not be able to recover from that. And that is upsetting to me. Poachers. Are poachers good against ghosts? They're certainly good against bats. I think they are fine against ghosts. They're probably the best we would have against ghosts, to be perfectly honest. You've convinced me. We'll grab a poacher. Just one. Yeah. And the problem is we don't know what they're going to push with until it takes too long to bring him in. So we'll bring him in now. I'm pushing so far out to scout better so we can see what our opponent is going to bring to the table here. We also... I'm expecting a Chocobone at some point. Yep, there's a ghost. So that probably was a good call. And now we condense ourselves. How is Square Enix not sued? Well, possibly because this game is so unknown. There's possibly a historical, mythological root of Chocobone. And also, this game is not making any money. It's a completely free, open source game. No one's making any money off of this, so there's no reason to, like, that might affect the groundwork of a suit. The only thing we've seen is a ghost, so we'll grab one more. Okay. Good. Reasonable. Yeah, okay, but Nintendo's threatened to sue a whole bunch of fan games, including Pokemon Uranium. Yeah, sure, but that's a complete ripoff of their entire, like, it's copy-paste the same game style completely. In this case, it's one asset has the same name as another game, but the gameplay and the game style is entirely different. Resilient and quick, intelligent and strong. Perfect. Maybe you're dead. Yay, it worked this time. All right. Sometimes we get there. All right, you go that way then. And we don't have enough gold to afford anyone else right now. Intelligent and strong does seem like a good combo, especially for a thug. Yeah. So strong gives them 1 bonus to their melee attacks. 1 downside of loyal units because they don't have as many. Yeah, because they only get 1. It's exactly right. They only get 1 modifier. That is 1 small downside to the loyal units. But if I had my choice, all of my units would be loyal and they would be intelligent. That's the best combination out there, in my opinion. Quick units allow you to play around with more sort of tactical decisions in terms of where you're moving, which can be fun, but all right, so the adepts don't like thugs. So let's send some thugs up to say hi. And you. A good level 2 will set up kills because they can do a lot of damage. So now we're very well set up to just knock this out of the park. We are also going to go ahead and recall that initiate right now while we have the gold, because I think our land troops have a strong enough core that we can sort of withstand this assault, and then we'll get more. And the impact ranged attack is going to be nice. We're just going to do this because I haven't seen the Chocobone this time. And it's starting to be day. We're in water. This is fine. We can survive that. Quite a few swamps up north. Like here and here, you mean? Yeah. There are. They're not quite... Because they're so localized, we have to rely on our opponents being next to them. And our opponents are probably not going to be next to them. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me to keep the Initiate up north. Because we're going to end up taking on the Lich here with mostly a merfolk troop set. So I would prefer to have the merfolk down south for that. Alright, so let's take these poachers on here. So it's not great. It's a 2-4, which is better than nothing, but clearly not by much. Is that enough? Not quite, in my opinion. We're probably going to do it anyway, but it's not quite enough. Alright, it was. And this was a little risky because now we're in sand, but of all of the units, a 40% are in sand is actually pretty reasonable. So, and he's got a decent amount of hit points. Only 2 units can get at him. It's about to become day. I'm feeling alright by this. I don't actually want to trap him on the house, but I do want to do as much damage as possible. And right now, if we do that, he can, yeah, okay. So I want to protect him. He's got slightly more experience. Oh, he's intelligent. So yeah, we'll do this. Not bad. Don't have enough gold to recruit anyone. So we're probably ending it here. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, expected that. 14. I don't suppose we can take you out. No, it's a little bit too iffy for me. So we'll start here. Now, that seems fine. Perfect. Okay, so this is what funneling experience is supposed to do, right? We're really... He's still pretty healthy, but he's also really close to leveling up. This is good. I see him. I'm going to leave him alone for now, because he's not threatening anybody, and I don't really have the resources to take him on. So here's the problem with him taking the house, is that he's going to heal more than we can do damage every turn. Or just about more than we can do damage every turn. Nice. 7. If I run you down there... So what that might do is get him off the house, which would make him more easily killable, which is important. Okay. I want Gwimli to get the experience because I need him to level up. Yeah, sorry, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to chat right now. The outlaw in the way. Oh, I see what you're saying. But I think I'm fine with this. And we're going to go for one more thug at this point. Because in the next scenario, we need thugs. Level 2 thugs. So... yeah, no. The intelligent footpad is safe at this point, from what we can see. I would love an intelligent and resilient thug to level up. So resilient, gives more experience, more hit points. Hey, Dwarf Hunter, look at that. Look who has decided to show up only 75 minutes late. Glad to have you, bud. Yeah, we've already restarted. Like, you missed one restart, so welcome. All right, good enough. I decided to stay put. Okay. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. Sucks that your internet's not cooperating with you. And Floorman's drunk. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I suppose that's what is important. We're gonna make this terrible decision right now. Yep, terrible decision. Like I said. Maybe not. Maybe not the most terrible decision in the world. Ha! Ooh, you've got you've got a new gaming PC coming? Whoa, that's pretty cool. That'll be really cool. I can't wait for that. And I would love to see you stream. Okay, but like a gaming laptop is still amazing. And actually probably better than the PC I have in front of me right now that I'm streaming on. Because I've got... my CPU is a 3rd gen Intel, and they're currently on 10th gen Intel, so it's about 7 years out of date. And my graphics card technically exists, and it's not the bottom of the line, but it's not super powerful either. Okay, so I want to talk through this section here a little bit. Some of it's trivial, some of it's not trivial. So, for instance, this thug right here, normally, because he's only 1 experience away from leveling up, I would go try and find him an enemy that he's not going to kill to gain that 1 experience just from getting in combat. But that's not possible right now. There's no one else to attack, so we might as well take out this adept and level us up. Now we've got a level 2 bandit, which is nice. If we take a look at the unit description of a bandit, they have a 3rd level also, which is not terrible. Arcane resistance, which I didn't realize, which is not bad. That'll be very useful when we go up against the Lich. He's also strong, which is nice. No. There's no branches on the thug path. There are also no branches on the footpad path. And I think there are also no branches on the poacher path. So, yeah, they just go to Trapper and then one more. Do y'all want to hear a wild story? Yes, I do want to hear a wild story. Getting real tired of this guy. You went down to get your mail. Yeah, all right. Starting out strong. We're just going to take him out because I'm tired of him existing. Oh, God. Please. Ah, I hate it. I hate it so much. We're going to gamble on there not being enemies? Alright. Not bad. The other day, went down to get my mail, which I normally do every day after work, but my commute is from the living room right now, so it's been a few days. Okay. So far, so good. You got 2 envelopes. All right. Strong, strong. 2 envelopes is strong envelopes. 1 for a tax return from 2015, $9 total. All right, all right. Starting out strong. I like this. You are up $9. The other... The suspense is killing me. What was the other mail? A notice from the Iowa Department of Administrative Services informing that your state tax return for 2019 was being withheld. Okay. That's less fun. Because you owe $2,300 to Des Moines County clerk and legal fees? What? That's not okay. So... we were up $9 on the day, and now we're down $2,291. What happened? You've never been in Des Moines County. Oh, good. Oh, the plot thickens. Get fucked. The short version is that somebody typed the wrong social security number when entering court records. Oh, that's fun. It should be resolved now. Okay, that's really good. I'm glad it will be resolved shortly if it's not already. That's super stressful. Yeah, terrifying evening. In other news, these fuckers are causing me problems now. But we should be able to solo this. Yeah, easy. Not going to take much experience to level him up, which is nice. Alright. Oh yeah, level 2 thugs are great. Especially strong level 2 thugs. We're going to leave our footpad here because he can't be hit yet, so he could get a little bit more healing in. Over here, I'm annoyed. So we're going to do the same song and dance that we've been doing. And see if we can't just close this out, please. Please die. Thank you. Drop him down to heal. Move, push up there. And push up there. Wish we were all together and had helped David with his gin. Yeah, yeah. I've discovered that I am more of a rum fan personally, but yes. One of these days. Disappointing. I like that. I like that a lot. So Gwimli's gonna do this. And then we're gonna do that. And call that good. Dwarf Runner, you're a whiskey fan personally? Been a while since you had any. Floorman, 10 carry. Tenquere? Sure. Not had that either. At least I don't remember having that specific brand of gin. One more thug here. Green bottle. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Stay put. Ah, you exist. I forgot about you. And that's everyone. Less good, but okay. It's not the end of the world here. Intelligent and resilient. That's exactly what I was looking for. No, you have to hit! I need you to weaken him. Don't do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Intelligent and quick. I want to keep you alive. Time to clip some bad beats. Maybe, yeah. Just clip it. Clip all of them. Jack Daniel's honey whiskey is your favorite with a little lemonade. Nice. I probably, when I go on break, I'll come back and my favorite drink to make myself is a Dark and Stormy, which is ginger soda, ginger beer with rum and a little bit of lime. Yeah, those are great. I love them. There's a very particular kind of ginger beer that I prefer over all others, though. Let's see if we can do any damage. This is not going to be good enough. Oh, that's going to hurt. This just feels like a bad idea. And that's how you know it is. It is a special brand. It's the main root brand of ginger beer, which can be difficult to find. I don't think we can actually make that attack. Bollocks. Alright, well, we'll just do more arrow damage then. It's not necessarily a Minnesota brand. It's actually, shockingly enough, I believe it's a Maine brand. That is then distributed everywhere. It's really good, though, if you have the chance. I guess we stick it out here and see what happens. One more thug. Take you out. Don't care. Take you out. Nice. That initiate is doing work. Are you going to be able to finish this off? Thank you. This is super dangerous. So we're not going to do it. We're going to do that instead. Are you the only one that likes to legitimately drink tonic water? Like, straight drink it? I have never tried that, but I don't think I would like it. So I'm comfortable saying yes. Yes, you are the only one who likes that. We were talking about ginger drinks. I was talking about a Dark and Stormy, which is a ginger brew, sort of a ginger soda, ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic that you add rum to and a little bit of lime. Okay, I think we have to leave him here because I don't think attacking doesn't work out well for us because then the Dark Adept comes through and just wrecks us. In fact, I'm going to move us back, which opens up the thug to get creamed on by this skeleton, but I think it's a risk we have to take here. He's intelligent, but he's only got 1 experience, so I'm not... It's not a big loss if he dies. This might be a little rough, but we can always retreat into the sea. 9/3. If he hits all 3 times, we're done for, but that's true no matter what. If he hits twice, we're fine. We're in a 60% defensive zone, so him hitting 3 times is not a good... It's not likely, so we'll leave that alone. What else is great? I would love to hear what else is great, Floorman. Leave you there. Leave you there. Shirley Temple's non-alcoholic, but delicious. I buy that. It's not a drink I've had. I don't have a lot of experience with the alcohols at this point in my life, but I would believe that. Yeah, saw that coming. Okay. Not mad. Still not mad. Alright. Not mad. Not mad about that. And we get to funnel the experience the way I wanted to. Pop you there. Do a little bit of back and forth. Okay, that's fine. Strong and resilient, quick and intelligent, so we'll give the experience to you. Nominally, okay. Sprite and grenadine. Kitty cocktail. Yeah, I mean, I know what a Shirley Temple is. I've never had one. I would believe you that it's good. I almost didn't see that ghost there. They blend in. Pop you down there. You there. I see you. I see these 3 here. All right. We're going to go ahead and bring you back now. Could do that. Could just retreat. Why don't we just retreat for now? By which I mean replace them, because that keeps him safe. And we're in 2nd watch, so it's going to be dawn next turn, and then I feel comfortable actually attacking. Oh boy, I need to catch up on chat. I missed some things. You know, Dwarf Hunter, with your name, I would think you could hold your alcohol well, but I'm not one to talk, because I also cannot hold my alcohol well. Werner's is the best ginger ale. Bundesberg is probably the best ginger beer, but it's not often used in mixed drinks. I've had Barrett's or something like it for mixing cocktails with. Okay. I disagree. Main Root is the best ginger beer. And I have tried several. I don't know that I've specifically tried Bundesberg, but Main Root, I am confident saying it is the best. I'll have to keep my eye out for Bundesberg. Dr. Pepper and cream soda. Yes, yes. They make a cream soda, Dr. Pepper, actually, and it is very good. Oh, you hunt, right, you hunt dwarves. Right. Fair enough. Bundesberg is Australian. It's real good. Okay. I will have to check that out. All right. Okay, y'all. You've talked me into it. I'm going to take 5. And I'm going to go mix a drink. And then we'll be back to finish out this scenario and see how far we can get in the next. So stay tuned. I will be back shortly, and I'll leave you looking at my wonderful empty room and this map, and maybe you can tell me what I'm supposed to do next when I come back. See you in a bit. Oh boy, I got some chat to catch up on again. Wow. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. All right, there we go. I don't have much. Okay. I don't have much to drink around. Dwarf Hunter, you don't have much to drink around right now. That's too bad. We went shopping recently, and part of that included to the liquor store. Floorman, you might buy Animal Crossing. Seems fun. Doesn't seem like exactly my style of game, but seems fun. Ah, I didn't realize you didn't have your Steam library. Yeah, that'll be nice when you have your new laptop and you have access to your Steam library again. Ah, Fire Emblem. Fun. Okay, so this is what I am talking about. Hopefully you can hang on. Let's go here for just a second. This is what I'm talking about. It is amazing. It's very, very good. You can generally find it at Whole Foods if you have a Whole Foods nearby. Really, really good. Very strong ginger flavor. Wonderful to make Dark and Stormies with. So normally I would do about probably half a bottle to a shot of rum. So this is 2 shots of rum for a full bottle. A little bit of lime or lemon or some sort of citrus thrown in on top, stirred together. It's great. And then ice to keep it cool in this case. So, for reference, this is a double. This is 2 shots of alcohol. I weigh 125 pounds sopping wet. Gonna be a fun night. We're going to try and not screw things up too much. Also, I've done this before where I've had a double before, but we realized that our shot glass that we had previously is not a full shot. It's got a little like white line in the center of it, and that is 1 tablespoon of liquid. And then if you fill it all the way up to the brim, that's 2 tablespoons of liquid. And a typical U.S. shot is somewhere between 2 and 3 tablespoons. So when I had been making a double previously, that was actually the same as making a single, or maybe a little bit more than a single. So this is my first time in a little while doing a full double. So this will be fun. I'm going to try not to make bad decisions, but I will probably make some. And this way I can blame it on the alcohol instead of on just me being impatient. So this is a bonus, to be perfectly honest. All right, let's get back to it, shall we? Did you guys figure out how we're going to win this while I was gone? Because you were supposed to. We're leaving that alone for now. I think we're done with this turn, if I remember right. Nothing much going on here. Are we recruiting? We're probably recruiting, right? Probably a thug. I'm down with a thug here. Grab a thug. No, we'll grab a poacher. Or sorry, a footpad, not a poacher. We need to start pushing to get the white mage over here. I think next turn. Leave you there, leave you there, we'll leave you there. I don't want to move him off his house. I think we're trying to just bait him out until dawn. So we're going to leave them alone. Alright, whatever. Skirted that out. And now we can do this. Which just honestly seems like a lot of fun here. That's still not a good idea, so we won't do it. To get properly drunk. So Floorman, you have lucid dreams when you drink. And Dwarf Hunter, you seem to not dream at all if you get properly drunk. Interesting. I don't know what happens to me. I don't tend to consume often enough to have judged, or I don't consume enough often enough for this to have been a thing that I know about myself. Strong and quick. Yeah, okay. And then strong and resilient, or quick and intelligent. There's our intelligent boy. Going to get a little bit more of experience here. And now we need to set up you if we can. Which generally means doing a bunch of ranged damage first. And then hoping. Nice, okay. Have I played Undertale? I have not. I have heard of it. I have not played it. We're going to leave the poacher there to heal for another turn. We're going to push over. Retake that. We're going to move down, actually, because we need to start pushing to grab the white mage. I want to properly cut some things off, so we'll go up there. I'm going to go for another foot pad, because now I'm prioritizing movement over anything else. And foot pads have more movement points than other units. Oh boy. I dislike that. We need to keep him alive. That is necessary. 24. We need to do significant damage to you before I feel comfortable with that being a win condition. Okay. That wasn't significant damage. Still not great. Come on. I think we have to do this. And then you take the kill and we get another level 2. Alright, okay, okay. Feeling okay about this. Think about starting to properly stream with that. I don't know the game. I would love it if you streamed that. I think so. Here's my advice. I think you should stream a game that you are super passionate about. At least that's what I've done. Like, Wesnoth is a game that nobody knows anything about, and it's a game that I have played for literally a decade, and I love it. So I wanted to share it. So I would say stream something that you want to share, regardless of whether we've seen it before or not. That's my advice, anyway. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's entertaining because I care about it. So it would be entertaining to watch you play a game that you care about. Strong and quick, strong and resilient. Alright, you do this then. Perfect. And then this quick, intelligent one can try and get the kill. Yeah! Look at this! We're doing so good at funneling experience this time! Wow. Just real quick, gonna kill you. Grab a house. Cut off their income, and then they can't recruit anymore, which is really handy. Honestly, one more footpad. Okay. Yeah, I would be happy to... I'd be happy to help you test your stream out, David. We just have to leave him there. He's got to heal, and he's going to heal faster if we leave him alone and don't move him. And speaking of that, these guys also need a little bit of attention. But I also want to move a little bit closer because we got to keep moving forward. I think sort of this crew here is going to go and rescue the White Mage, and then I think those between the White Mage and the 2 level 2 thugs, I think they'll be able to take out the Lich, and then everyone else is going to go south and try and help out over here. And we've been pretty aggressive down here, which we've been able to because of daytime and because of the Storm Trident. We're going to have to pull back a little bit for night, and it'll probably be... so it'll be the next day that we try. I love Wesnoth too. I always find the opponent tends to be a bit more lucky when they attack, though. Yeah! Yeah! Yes. At the very least, that's how it feels. I'm sure that in the world of statistics of large numbers, they're not. It just always... those the ones you remember are the times when it goes the way it shouldn't. But I definitely feel that Schwartz user. The secondary nickname of this stream is the Bad Beats stream. For exactly that reason. You stay put, you stay put, you stay put, you stay put, and you stay put. Oh man, come on guys, you gotta get to the point where I can heal you. Alright, I guess we gotta go a little bit, we're gonna use more units to get the White Mage. One more turn. Alright, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do this. One more turn there. Move you down there. You're healed enough to move out. I'm gonna leave you there for a turn. This seems good. We have control of the field. We have all the units we need. Now it's just a matter of racing the clock. We've got 8 turns to kill both Liches. And to find the White Mage. We have successfully gotten 2 level 2 bandits. And they're both intelligent, which is important. We've also leveled up Gwimli, which is also important. Got a shtick of experience for Oceana. Like we've made some accomplishments. Now we need to not lose them. So we need to not have these guys die. And we need to get... yeah, we can finish this off. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. I promise we can do this. Oh boy. We need to get a little bit lucky when it comes to these temples, in that we want to get the right one first. Because that will save us a decent amount of angst. I feel comfortable with this. 13-4. Yeah, we're on a point where we're going to heal. All right, we all believe we can do this. So be ready to clip things, because this is where bad beats happen. We probably end with 26 hit points, which means we probably both survive. We survive this and the next attack, so I'm happy with this. You haven't figured out how to clip it. I think... I'm not entirely sure how. I just know that you can. And I know that people have accidentally clipped my stream twice before, so I know it's possible. Oh, perfect. I love it when that happens. Okay, he's healthy enough to go this way and help out over here. Leave those guys alone. Get my merfolk together. Oh, that's so tempting. But I'm not going to. That's fine. If it happens, we have two folks that can do some damage there. We'll leave that alone. Okay. I like where things are at right now. Leave Conrad there. I don't think we're going to bother recruiting, because they're not going to get to where they need to go in time anymore. So we will call that good. Ah! Thank you, Dwarf Hunter, for throwing that in chat. And we'll leave that alone. I expected that. That's fine. Because we can actually deal with you rather easily. And get some experience over here. Yeah, of course, you just use the little director clappy lad in the bottom right of the stream viewer. That's how you clip. Everybody knows that. I didn't know that. All right. One time, no whammies. Damn it! No, that's not what we wanted. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Here? Nope. Oh, he's down here. Oh, he's down here. Okay, that's. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Like, legitimately, everything's fine. I'm not going to do this just yet because we're not in a great position for that. But legitimately, everything is fine, I think. Like, I'm a little bit hesitant just because of that. That's if, let's see, 17% chance if he hits every single time. That's sort of bad news. But alternatively, we do the. I think we go for it and we hope. Not great. Not terrible. Which seems to be approximately par for the course for us. Alright, we need to throw a couple of bodies down south. To deal with this guy when it pops into day again. We got this up here. Alright, I'm happy with that. Don't need to do anything. We lose our level 2. He's got to hit twice before we hit twice. Yeah, this was not great. I'll be honest, that was not the smartest move in the world. Yeah, not the smartest move in the world. Could have just held... Yeah, but see, here's this thing. I'm not very good at doing that. I'm much better at being aggressive. All those high school chants, be aggressive, be aggressive, I just sort of internalized that, and I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah! Got lucky. Game is easy. Better lucky than good, exactly. And now we just stay literally right there. And let him heal next to the white mage, because the white mage is going to heal him. Oh, this is genius. We need to push a little bit, because we do need to take him out during the day, if at all possible. But that should be fine. Push up there. Drop down. Push, push. Push. Ooh, the Lich came out. Oh, fun times. So this is a little bit annoying because that's just not good. But if we wait one turn and we can convince the Lich to move next to a swamp, this has the potential to be very good for us. In the meantime, just gonna do that. Oh, I'm really not sure what to do down here. Magic always has a 70% chance of hitting. We could start this assault now. Do we start this assault now, or do we wait until it's morning and we have a better bonus? Kill the adept with Gwimli. So here's the reason I don't necessarily want to do that. If we kill the... well... So it puts us on much worse terrain, is the thing. But maybe that's okay. Because if he attacks, that means he has to be adjacent or in this swamp, and then we can position ourselves around him. Also, he's going to be attacking with a magical attack anyway, so does it actually matter? It's always going to be 70% chance to hit. And if it's always going to be a 70% chance to hit, why not start now? Well, we don't want to accept attack with the trident. Oh, do this. Oh, okay. No, I feel you. Then there's no chance of us getting hurt. Yeah, alright. Easy game for babies. I'm gonna move you into the swamp for 2 reasons. It prevents his escape back. Now, wherever he moves, we can get our Merfolk Warrior. We can get Gwimli on him. I have not considered renaming this stream Easy Game for Babies because if I do that, we will die. Remember, we already had to scrub this scenario once tonight. I think that's all I can do because I'm not moving him and I can't move him any further. You're staying there. That's it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now we get to put Gwimli. Oh, this could be very good for us. Oh, this is really, really interesting. Okay. There's a couple of things that are going to happen here. I'm going to move you here. 7-4 versus a 5-3 drain. Okay. We're going to start to do some damage here. And we get to collapse in on him from the other side. He's not yet strong enough to move all the way forward, but what we can do is swap a couple of folks out here. That's not a great idea. So I can keep him in place. And we're gonna take the risk. It's gonna do much more damage to us, but it doesn't heal him, and that's what we want here. These units are expendable. I don't really care about them. What I care about are my level 2s, and that's it at this point. Pull that duder back. Nah, I'm gonna leave everyone where they are. I feel comfortable with this. He can't move. He's stuck. He's gonna kill him. We're gonna replace him with him. That puts our outlaw on a 70% terrain tile. And then we just get to wail. By that point, we'll be at 21 hit points. Not quite enough to sub him in yet, but... Oh, I did? Okay, cool. We're on the same page. Page 23, of course. So now this gets interesting. Oh, we can't quite get in there. We can get in there with him. 11 by 2, 7 by 3. Doesn't even matter. So 21 by 2, 7 by 3. Yeah, we start this. Heck yes! This is what I'm talking about. We're going to trap him so he can't move. I don't want to do this because he's actually going to heal if I do that. So we're going to just trap him. I think we got this. So let's go through our units. You're staying put to heal. You're staying put to heal. You're staying put because you can't do anything. You're not attacking because if you do, you're more likely to heal him than hurt him. Drown Conrad. No, I'm not going to drown Conrad. But no, like, why? There's no reason for it. I'm not going to do that. It's even morning. We have another... Yeah! This is going to go so well. Yes. Keep you there. Keep you there. It builds character. He already drowned once, and they had to call the merfolk to save him. Alright, that's exactly what I expected. Let's see if this can finish him off. Because then we get some experience. We're going to get 24 experience out of this, so we'll level up. Oh, that feels good. Alright, so we have a couple of options. We have the white mage version of the level 2 initiate. Basically, we get the white mage or the red mage. Except that loyal, intelligent. I think the priestess is just better. Right? Because cures, heals +8, and then the attacks, it's a 5x3 and a 6x4, 14x2, 9x1. So the 14x2 is technically better. But by spreading out our attacks, we get to more reliably hit. Right? If you're, it's like a 10x4 is much better than a 40x1, because sure, a 40x1 will kill absolutely when it hits, but if you miss on one attack, you get no damage out of it. So I prefer to spread them out a little bit better. Yeah. They will advance into different things, and that I don't know about. So it's the level 3 that we don't know a lot about, but I'm happy with the priestess. It'll level up to a divine or whatever that is. So let's go with the priestess. Oh, the priestess. Oh, they're all loyal. Okay. Let's go with the priestess. I'm happy with the priestess. And yeah, we'll mop him up. 21x2. Nice. Take some villages, not that it matters. Get you on a house for fun. Keep moving down here. At this point, it literally doesn't matter. And now we just need to finish this off up here. And what we're going to do to that end is probably this. We're going to wipe him this turn. Rip that one merfolk, though, because he's dead. Yes, that's true. Alright, let's do this. I like it. And we got a level 3. Look at that. That's how we do this. All right, so end result is probably the best we've ever done. We got a level 3. And there's the ship, blah, 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 blah. We got a level 3, a level 2, a level 2, a level 2, a level 2, a level 2. Yeah, this is great. All right. I'm going to mentally put down a save point here. If we lose the Battle of Elensefar again, we're coming back to the Battle of Elensefar. We're not redoing this again. Because I don't know if we're going to be able to get through the next scenario in the time left that I'm going to stream tonight, so we'll see what happens. You already got your wipe for the stream, because we wiped early in the Isle of Damned. Party arrives at Elensefar to find the city fallen. My lord, it seems the city has fallen. This is terrible news. It seems like the recruit that I automatically get is the highest level, so that's interesting, and we need to keep that in mind. Highwayman, 12-4, intelligent, strong. This is maximum level, so there is no level 4 unit, so this is it. But that's really good. Who names their kid Muff Janal? Well, actually, now that you mention that, interesting point. I don't know. Probably no one. I was going to say, so when dark sorcerers become liches, they rename themselves, but this is still just a dark sorcerer, so I don't know. Some poor mother. Red Mage. What does XP do for max level units? I am so glad you asked. Let's talk about that, shall we? Once a unit has its maximum level, it may have an after maximum level advancement. Usually, it raises the hit points. And then by 3, and fully heals it. So, in every case, once this experience bar rolls over again, he will full heal. So we can use that as a way to get an in-combat heal. And then likely his hit points will go up. Is it a bad idea to recall Gwimli? Yes. And I'll tell you why. The reason why... His attack is really good, but we have DPS. So we're fine to not do that. What we need more of are folks that can tank. And that's where our bandits come in. So I'm going to take this resilient bandit because he's got 56 hit points. He's got 71 hit points. He's got 59. So that's what we really need right now, are people to tank hit points. Then we'll grab a ranger and the druid to the white mage to heal. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the other white mage, the other ranger. We've got 30 gold left. We can get one more person. Okay. Talk to me. Druid or knight? So we've got intelligent, more likely to level up, or resilient, can take a little bit more of a beating. Except that the knight can just take more beating anyway. You like having slow. That's a good point. That is actually really useful sometimes. Slow is more effective against the orcs. I brought the white mages up because they're going to be really important as we go against the undead. But we first need to survive here. Level 1, level 2, level 2, level 1, level 1, level 1. Deal with the orcs first. Fair. Alright, we'll get the druid. They're going to take their time setting up, then so are we. That's everyone, so we move Conrad up now. Here are these guys. We want help infiltrating because we just need more units. They're going to show up there. We're going to bring them down probably. We're not actually going to use them the way they expect to be used. As it stands, I want the surprise there. And that seems good. Okay. Let them cross before we do anything. And now we're actually gaining gold again. So that's nice as well. Okay, cool. Oh, bud. Oh, we're going to destroy that assassin. Do we have to actually go up here? I don't remember. We're gonna leave him there. We might actually have to be there. 18-4. 4 chances. There we go. And now several of them can get to us, but that's okay. I'm gonna switch some things around there. That feels secure. Like, the only of our units that can have 3 attackers on him is the IRONMAN, who's got 62 hit points. And he can only be attacked... Well, okay, so 1 archer can get to him and the assassin. But otherwise, that seems fine. I think this looks good. Archer, yep. 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 Conrad got hit. That's okay. We're going to move him back now. Our line held, which is really important, and now we need to properly defend our line. Okay, so they're there. Unfortunately, he's a level 3, so these 3 on their own are not going to be enough to take him, so we're not going to bother going up. What we are going to do... Oh, this is so close to being a good attack. If we do this, that becomes a good attack, and then we can pull people in to protect Conrad. I think this is what we're going to do. Wait and see if we can use them for cleanup. Okay, maybe. I see what you're saying. I think I like my Conrad idea. We're going to do that. Then we can do this. Good. He's been hurt pretty substantially. So I'm going to bring him back and substitute our ranger in. We're going to focus on this. Well, let's see here. How do we want to do this? I think this is my layout of folks. So now we need to best distribute attacks. I think we need to focus on the level 2 first. So we'll start with We'll start with the outlaw. And then use... Let's see where we go from there. Or do we start here? Let's start with the outlaw. Because if we can, I'd like to get the experience to the ranger because he's closer to a level up. So that's my thought process there. Okay, he's at 1. That's fine. He can't cause too much trouble without dying. Then over here, let's start there because it's the only person he can attack. Didn't quite make it, so let's finish him off. I like him here because it prevents anyone from double attacking on Conrad, which is important. We're likely gonna take 1 hit back, maybe even 2, which drops us to 28, which is not great. But only 2 attackers can hit us. Probably the archer. So we might lose this bandit if we make this attack. Alternatively, we bring the druid up and slow. Then we shuffle this white mage up a space. Yeah, what's your thought? Attack results in bad for the bandit, you bring the druid up. Because Needle can be attacked once and won't die. No, that's a good idea. Okay, no, I like that. It's a good point. It went bad. And 1 attack might be enough to kill him. But, que sera. We're going to drop these guys back down so they can be useful to us. And call it good. Yeah, that did go worse than we thought. That's alright. We knew we were going to lose some units. It's a fight. That's just going to happen. We just have to be careful about which ones. So far our line is still holding, which I really like to see. I might be able to... I'm going to bring Conrad back at this point and recall another unit. I think the knight is the only one that makes sense here, because I don't think it makes sense to get Gwimli just yet. So we'll do that. Then let's do this. Because it's a level 2, it's going to give us a lot of experience, which puts us a lot closer to leveling up. I'm trying to focus experience with our red mage and keep him in a place where he can't be attacked very much. So this fits that bill pretty well. And then... I mean, I would love to do this. But first, so order of operations, yeah, exactly. Flank with the thieves. I just got there. Also flank because they have backstab. They do double damage if they are directly opposite an ally. So doing something like this, for instance, becomes very good. And then we can finish them off just with a random, because it doesn't matter anymore. And then you allows me to use you. And then we just slow here. I'm going to move you over there. That was unfortunate. Oops. I'm going to bring you up. Got a couple of options here. I don't think I'm going to move. So if I move him here, we get attacked by 3 units, which is not great, and he could die pretty easily. So we're going to leave him alone. Keep him there. He gets to heal the red mage, which is important. You're already getting healed. I think this is fine. There's an argument to be made for moving him over to this space. Because then we get double heal on our knight. But I think I'd rather put double heal on our red mage. Yep, I agree. We're set. Okay, unfortunate, but again, someone's gonna die. That's just how it goes. We've punched well above our weight so far this battle, which I like to see. It's now actual day, which is something. 8-4. We're gonna do this because I want to get you up a level. $11-3. And then we see if that's not quite gonna work. Okay. That will, though, and I'm happy enough with that. I'm gonna throw a recalled unit over here. Because throwing knights against ranged units just makes sense. Then we can use the other knight against this assassin. 15-4. Oh, nice. Can you get this out? No, you can't even do that. Wow. Well, let's weaken him up then. 9-3. Need to hit twice. 6-3. Need to hit twice. I'm a gamble. I'm a gambling man. Gamble paid off. All right, we're gonna set up a little bit here and just hold position. Yeah, this is going much better than it ever has before. Wow. All right. Poisoned, don't care. Skeletons are coming down, but we've got the squad to deal with them now for the first time. Listen, bud. I'm not happy with you. I won't stand for it. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. That was pathetic. Wow. Get a healer in there. Do some damage. Do that. Bring you up. Do that. Yeah, that's all right. But the druid to double heal the mage. There wasn't a place where he could go to double heal the mage. I don't think he could have gone in the water. Either way, I can't undo anymore, so this is where we are. Okay. I don't think we could have moved far enough to get there, is the problem. What we can do is this, however, which gets us an archmage. Oh, no, there's not. There's not another space there. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That may not have been the best idea. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Alright, so what I'm thinking about right now is I want to end up, I think, like this. In terms of my front line. I think this is the front line I want. I think I actually want to keep him there. Outlaws are interesting because even in water they have a 40% defense, which is as much as like knights have on a grassy field. Yeah, so of units to have in the water, things like thieves and outlaws are actually pretty okay. Yeah, exactly. So I think the play is something like this for our final positioning here. And I'm going to send Horsemaster up. I'm going to double heal there. Heal there. I want to undo a couple of these things here. Yeah, like mostly him, but so you're going there. I actually want you there so you can heal. You go there. You go north. White mage in the water. Druid right here. And you in the water for the double heal. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Nothing. Can kill him. We get to do that. And none of these are going to be able to attack this turn, but I think that's okay. We're going to wait 2 more turns and get Gwimli. And move on with our lives. Oh, we got so lucky. Our outlaw got hit. That's okay. We kill there. We took some damage. We definitely took some damage. I think we're going to pull back, actually. This turn. Maybe not. We can do some serious damage. We just have to be careful about our front line. We need to rotate some folks out. Or in. Can you kill? Alright, so let me walk you through what I'm thinking. I think Outlaw takes this out, which allows us to move our knight up here, because he's got a boatload of hit points. We're going to drop Reuven down to get healed. We should be able to take out the orc with the combination of these two. The problem is that he's going to get surrounded pretty quickly. Throw a thief into chump. Okay, yeah, we can throw a thief in here just to chump. Okay, I'm happy with that. Knight up here. We're not actually going to attack with the knight. He's just there to... Or maybe we... Yeah, we bring the knight up. Do this. 2, 3, 2. Not quite. That didn't go as well as I wanted it to. We're not going to attack because that's a bad idea. Rotate you in there. This is not perfect. But I think it's going to have to do. Poisoned. Lucky. Chumped. Unlucky. And that was Mormir. He was the one with the holy sword. Oh, that's really unfortunate. No, we want to leave Conrad back because we're about to be able to recall one more unit. Yeah, so now we get to get Gwimli. Or we get to get the Priestess. I'm not sure which. Maybe the healer, actually. Yeah, I definitely see that. For now, I want to make a safe retreat, but we can't. Because we would lose the ranger if we did that. Can kill a number of skeletons. Yeah, but can we kill enough? It's kind of the problem. Because you're definitely right. I can kill a number of them, but... I don't know if I can kill enough of them. 11-3 with your mages and stuff, yeah. Huh, yikes, that's not good. Okay. Alright. Mermaid Priestess or Gwimli with the Storm Trident? Think the Priestess? Yeah, I'm down with that. She's a little squishy. Well, okay, so here's the argument for Gwimli. Gwimli is less squishy. Gwimli has 51 hit points versus 31. Like that's 20 points. That's significant. Like, we've kind of lost our beefy front line, if I'm being honest. I think I want Gwimli because of the hit points. But then we can move Conrad up. Yeah, okay. The lucky thing was that took all 3 of those skeletons. Can we get lucky here? No. Wow, that's unlucky. We lost our level 3. But it's turning into day, which means it's turning into our time to win. So this is not the end of the world necessarily. For now, I'm going to move him back there. 19. I think this is fine. I'm not willing to redo this scenario just yet. I am still trying to do this as an Iron Man, and we haven't lost. We have a save point. Like, we can come back to the beginning of the scenario if things go tits up. But at this point, we're so close to flipping the balance of this to us winning that I don't want to flip it around if we don't have to yet. It maybe doesn't set us up super well for the future, but that's part of the challenge here. This is still a challenge stream. And that is still the goal here. Oh, that's beautiful. I love to see that. I don't love to see that, but that is what it is. Even with a 9-3, that's still not good. Okay. Then we're just going to go ahead and take this house. Yeah, fine. Let's finish this guy off. Getting really close to level 3 there. Like, we're going to end with some level 3s that we didn't have before. And that's important. Conrad's a little squishy. But I think we can afford to do this. As long as we keep him adequately protected. Nah, fuck you, mate. Yeah. Yeah, see, this is actually going quite well, all things considered. Like, we have taken Elensefar. We've got another 14 turns to go up and kill the last skeletons. This is going very well. Yeah, we've lost a lot of level 2s. That's unfortunately just how this game works. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it. Oh! Fuck me. Oh, that's really annoying. That's really annoying. Come on, hit. Just once. Oh, come on. Wow. Wow, that's dumb. 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 I'll take it. That skeleton is the real Iron Man here? Yeah, yeah. Those bones are made of iron. Recall some thugs. Yep, that's where we're headed next. Getting some gold. Recalling some thugs. Footpad. And let's just plan out our... Oh. Whoops. Undo. Priestess! There we go. Oh yeah, we can definitely win this. It's just not going to be as clean as I was initially hoping. That's all. We'll go with a footpad here. Conrad's got a number of hit points. Yeah! Elvish Shide. And that's the end of this tree. If we had gone with an Elvish Sorcerer, they level up to a level 4. And maybe even a level 5, I don't remember. Yeah, take a good look at that. 53 hit points, a 6-2 magical impact touch, a 7-3 impact slow, and a 9-3 pierce magical. Is very good. So the trick here is that it's going to take us a while to get up there, and we only have 10 turns to beat him. So we have to be a little bit efficient with how we're using our people. Also, because she flies, she also has 40% on water, unless it's the deep water, in which case it's 30%. But she flies, so that's really nice. Got our level 2 back. You found our waifu. Oh no. That's not what I wanted to happen here, but I guess if you need one, fine. Ah, come on. There we go. Actually, if we are going to win the next scenario as well, we need to make sure we're collecting houses. And that footpad's not going to be very helpful in combat. So, by default, he just became our house collector. Alright, that's fair enough. I look forward to hearing about it. Yeah, get fucked. $15-2 seems good. Oh man. Alright, it's good to have Conrad at level 3, if we can. And if not, I'm happy going here. Thug does thug things. And then leveling you up is not bad either. You need to heal. You do that. And that. This game is over, he just doesn't know it yet. So you endeavor to fight me in my home, foolish. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I had forgotten about that. But it's no matter. We can take him. So now there's 3 level 2s against us, but I think that's going to be fine. Oh, and he gets a full recruit. That's fine. But then he came out. Oh, okay. We got this. We got this easily. Right now. I didn't want to bother getting extra experience, so... On this podcast I listen to, when someone has to leave their mic briefly, they sometimes strand the other person by saying, I have to go let my cat out of the room. Hey, what does the Magna Carta mean to you? But what does having a waifu mean to you would be a better replacement for a floor man? Yeah, okay, nice. Finally, we have retaken the city. Let us rest here, friends. The party rested for 3 days, after which an old friend returned. Greetings, friends. I see that you have rescued the city. I knew that you could do it. Delphidor, so good to see you. Where have you been? I have been meeting with the Kalayan, the great council of the elves. This is Callens, a great lord of the northern elves who came to the council to offer us the support of his people. Delphidor, you're freaking useless. Yeah, not... Well, he will be more useful later. Greetings, friend. Delphidor, we have captured the city, but surely Ashavir's men will come and attack us. What should we do? The Kalayan has met and decided we must capture the Scepter of Fire. The Scepter of Fire? What's that? Oh, thank you for asking such a nice exposition question. The Scepter of Fire is the most ancient artifact on the realm of Wesnoth. It was forged by the dwarves of Nalga at the request of King Haldric II. It took the finest smiths years to make it, but soon after it was completed, the makers were chased underground and attacked by the elves. None know exactly what happened, but the scepter was lost somewhere in the caverns. Years have passed, and the fortunes of the dwarves have waxed and waned, but the scepter has never been found. So we're going to abandon the city again. We're really good liberators. Yep, that's about... Yep. But what has this to do with me? When Gerard II, your uncle, was deciding upon a successor, he issued an edict that whichever member of the royal family could retrieve the Scepter of Fire would rule the land. Oh, and you want me to get this scepter? We will help you retrieve it, my lord. Time is short. We think that Ashravir is also searching for the scepter to help seal her place as ruler. But if you find the scepter first, the people will support you as the king. Me? King? Yes, Conrad. I believe you will be king one day. Now, let us make haste. We cannot go to Westmere, for Ashravir's orcs have the approaches ringed about with steel. Kalenz and I have barely escaped, and Chantel cannot get out. Until we are stronger, we must go where the orcs are not. Alright. So, we get to bring 122 gold with us for ending that scenario early and with the amount of gold we got, which is really good, because it means we get to recruit more folks. Okay. It is, however, 10 o'clock. So, we're going to pop back over here. And that's where we are going to call it for tonight. We made progress. We actually did it. We recaptured Elensefar, and now we get to move on with this goddamn campaign. We lost a couple of really good units. So we're probably going to start next time by trying to level up a couple new folks, get some level 1s and bring them up to speed and see what we can do there. But we're in good shape. We're in really good shape. We've got a couple level 2s that are close to level 3. Our Archmage is actually close to leveling up, and he's one of the few that can become a level 4. Like, we're doing good. So, catch me again Friday, same time. There's now a little widget below this stream, so if you just scroll down, you can see when I will be streaming next. There's a little countdown to it. It's very handy. I like it a lot. And yeah, that's it for today, folks. I really appreciate you all hanging out and chatting with me. And we will be back Friday at, I think I said 6 o'clock, where we will pick this up and we will continue the story. We finally get new story now that we've beaten this campaign. I don't need to skip through all the dialogue again. And Tate, if you're looking to learn a little more about how this game works, I spent the first 10 or so minutes of this stream going bare basics about how this game functions, what the basic premise is. And I would be happy to do that again and answer any questions as they come up. Floorman, you might be testing out a stream Thursday, and if it works, I might even run for a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. That sounds great. I'd be happy to help out and watch and support you. And I will, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Would love to do that. All right. Thank you all again for hanging out, and I will talk to you all later.